Okay, hello. Can anybody hear me? Hi, okay, looks like this is working. Jeanette, hello, how are you? I saw your scope today, it was so good. Hi, Trudy Brown. So my name is Raquel Dorley. Hello, and hi, Lizzie, I just saw your scope, it was so fantastic. Thank you so much for chiming in. Hi there, Boone Krieger. So my name is Raquel Dorley, and thank you for the hearts. This is too exciting. Okay, so you guys have to know this is only like my fourth scope, and I am kind of green at this, but I'm making progress. So I have a website called tinkerlab.com. If you go to my site, you'll see that I'm all about inspiring parents and educators with ideas for supporting creativity through hands-on making. Today, I am joining Blog Clarity, Melissa at Blog Clarity, and she is doing something called the Scope and Share. That's the theme for today, and it's all about this Periscope challenge. Maybe some of you are doing it. I know Lizzie's doing it, and Jeanette's doing it, and they've inspired me to join too. So today we are scoping and sharing, and it's kind of like show and tell for adults. And going with the theme of what I talk about, which is creativity and children. But when I say children, it's a loose term. I say if you are a playful adult, you are in my niche as well. Yay! I'm going to be talking today about 5 of my favorite pens for drawing. So I'm going to show them to you today, and I'm going to just swivel my camera down so you can see my little tabletop here. And this is the kind of art that I like to make, like pretty graphic designy stuff. But you can see there's some black pen lines in there. Thanks for the hearts. And I love black pens, and you can use them for lots of kinds of drawing. But this is the kind of thing that's near and dear to my heart. And I have some different pens that do different things, so I thought you might like to see them. Are you guys interested in that? Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so the first one I'm going to share, I'm going to actually, your girls are watching with you. That is awesome. Hello, girls of Lizzie. You guys have an amazing mom. You are so lucky. And I love your teeth brushing suggestion. You guys have to watch Lizzie's Periscope today. If you are a parent, she's giving some really great tips to parents and moms in particular today. Okay, so I've got 2 different kinds of pens generally, but one is water resistant or waterproof pens. And these are really good for painting over. And as you guys can see over here, I've got a little painting set up too, so you can see how this is going to play out when I add some paint. Hi you guys, thanks for joining me. So if you're just joining in, I'm talking today about 5 favorite pens for making art with. Thanks for the smiles, those are cute. Okay, so the first one, okay, gosh, I'm feeling a little like I don't have my head on straight here. Okay, so back to the tabletop. Okay, first favorite pen, which is one that many of you are probably familiar with, is Sharpie Fine Point. This is a great pen, and it is waterproof, so you can paint right over it, which makes it one of my favorite pens. And I'm just going to do some little graphic lines on here. I have no idea what I'm doing. We'll just make a few loops here. Okay. All right. So, I don't know. That's that. Sharpie. Okay. Then, my second one is also a Sharpie, and this is Sharpie Ultra Fine. Same idea, thinner line. And I like to have a combination of pens in my stash for different reasons. So we can add some little thin lines in here. Can you guys see the difference? Thin, thick. Okay. Aren't they the best? They are so awesome. Sharpies are fantastic. Okay, so we have Sharpie Thin, or Sharpie Fine and Sharpie Ultra Fine. Both great pens. You can paint right over both of those. One more for painting over that I super love. Do you guys use the Micron pens? Anyone have hearts for Micron, or anyone use Micron? These are fantastic. Love Micron pens. And so some of you might know me, know that I came out with a book last year, and this was the pen that I used for all of my book signings, except I did one today, and I did not use this pen, but I will show you the pen I used for that one today. I just didn't have it with me, unfortunately. But the Micron pen is, they come in lots of different weights, and you can paint over these as well. They're great. Love me my Micron pens. Okay, so we've got these 3 waterproof pens. Should we put some paint on top of them? You guys can see how these all work out. This is a cool paint set, by the way. It's let me move these guys out of the way. Ta-da. Okay, this is a little travel paint set. I love it. It's made by Sakura, super tiny. You can mix your paints on the top little palette part right there. And then it comes with this brush. I've already put it together, but the brush actually comes apart and it goes in, well, I'll take it apart to show you. It's so cool. Okay, so the brush comes apart and you can fill this little well right here with water. So you don't even have to take water with you if you're on the road. And you can squeeze the water right out of the brush into the paints. But I do have a little bowl of water here because I like water. Makes it a little easier for me. So you can dip it in the water, get some paint. And just to show you how lovely it is when you have these waterproof markers, you can paint right over them without any concern that the pen's gonna bleed all over the place. It's so fun. Okay, so those are my 3 favorite waterproof brush pens and one of my favorite paint sets. Okay, so next up, these are 2 of my favorite non-waterproof pens, and they're great for drawing also when you're not painting over things. So this is an example of, you so need to get one of those pens. Which one do you need to get? The Micron, Jeanette? Because I know you have Sharpies. That must be the Micron. Okay, so that's what I would use if I am doing something like this. Oh, you need the paint set. The paint set's really great. I found it on Amazon. So easy to find. Sakura. What's it called? The Sakura Pocket Field Sketchbox. You guys want to take a little grab of that? Pocket Field Sketchbox. I know, right? Isn't that so cool? Yay! Oh, the water brush. The water brush is the best. It really is. And then when you're just, you know, out in the field, you don't have to worry about this kind of setup. Much easier. Okay, but then my kids, always, I don't know, those of you who have, thank you for the hearts. Those of you who have kids might be familiar with this experience where you are drawing in your sketchbook and having a great time with it, and then they commandeer it and they start drawing their own things in your sketchbook. Anyone have this experience? This happens to me constantly. I can't really complain about this one though. Happy mommy, right? Who doesn't like to be a happy mommy? More horses and other things. So my kids actually have a favorite pen that they always steal, and I had a really hard time finding it before my scope because they're always taking it, and it's this one, which these would have been done with, which is the Papermate. Hold on. Just a plain old Papermate pen, nothing super fancy. Thank you for the hearts. Okay, so this pen, it pretty much does the same thing the other pens do, but it's not expensive, and you don't have to worry about, you know, them ruining your very favorite pen. Super nice pen. And it just goes down really easily when you make the marks on the paper. They're just nice and clear. But you'll run into trouble when you decide you want to paint over it, or if you decide you want to paint over it. I'll use some yellow just to show you. You love Papermate. I know, aren't they great? I agree with you, but let's see if I paint over it. It's gonna start getting really muddy pretty quickly. Okay, so not great for that purpose, clearly, but excellent for drawing, especially for kids. I love that one for kids. And then my friend Rebecca, she turned me on to this one. So she's an illustrator. She just came out with a children's book, and she does a lot of children's book illustrations, and this is the pen she recommended to me as her favorite. And if she were on Periscope, I would give her a big old shout out right now, but she's not. So this is a Pentel Energel. I don't know if you can see it on there. It's Energel. This is a great pen just for very small, thin drawings. I really love this one. Hi there. You know, I'm sorry I'm having trouble like saying hi to you guys and seeing your comments because my thing's tilted down, but hello, Smile54. Thanks for joining me. I'm talking about different kinds of pens today that are my favorites for drawing. And this one also is like sort of semi-waterproof, but not hyper waterproof. So I wouldn't really recommend putting water on top of this one, but I'll just kind of do the same simple pattern I did a minute ago, and you can see how thin that line is compared to the others. So this is a great pen also. Another favorite. Okay, so I've got 5 favorite pens today. Just a really quick recap. I've got my Sharpie Fine Point, Sharpie Ultra Fine Point, and my Micron. And Microns come in many colors, but my favorite is the Micron 05. It's a good one, but you might like that in different sizes. You can experiment. My best advice is to go to the art store and just experiment and play with what you find there. And then on the non-waterproof side of things, I recommend Papermate, and then this Pentel Energel. Okay, those are my tips for you guys today. Thank you so much for joining me. Do you guys have any questions? I realized I was like all head down doing crazy art stuff, and not being super engaging. And who is my illustrator friend? Oh, so her name is Rebecca Jordan Glum, and she's awesome. She's down in Los Angeles. So if she ever gets on here, hopefully we can like co-scope or something. Any other questions, you guys? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining me and making scoping so much more comfortable and easy. If you are catching me on the replay, thank you so much for joining me as well, and I really appreciate all of that. Thank you for the hearts. I really appreciate them. Can you send your kids to my house? Yes, Lizzie, anytime. Send your kids to my house. I would so love to meet them and hang out with them. That would be great. Can I send my kids to your house? That's what I want to know. That would be, yes. You guys, you're so sweet. That would be super fun. And we have, actually, if you're in the San Francisco Bay Area, we have open studios in my art studio. It's in Palo Alto. And our next open studio will be on November 7, and it's free. Drop in 2 to 4 p.m. So you can check out tinkerlab.com, look at the events page on my website, and you will see all of the upcoming events that are going on there. So if you want to hang out with me, that's probably the best way to do it. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me, you guys, and for the hearts. Any more questions? I'm happy to answer them. Otherwise, I don't know, catch me on Twitter. I'm not hyper active over there, but I will try my best to check in with you, and I will try to see you tomorrow. Thank you so much to Melissa at Blog Clarity for inspiring me to get today's scope up on the air, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Thank you.